Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. And as we continue on February's theme of cyberpunk, we're going to check out some pretty darn good shows, I would say. But before we get to all that, I'm going to go through the news of the week. We'll do some rankings. We'll see where the shows that are showing this season, where they rank with what people are watching. And we'll hit up our main event. Then we'll go over some of the shows I've been watching this season. And you can let me know what you're watching as well. All right, let's get to it. We're going to go to the Anime News Network. And we're going back to Monday. Observation records of My Fiancé Anime's video reveals more cast and an April 6th premiere. Sega Next Ninja's Gintama Smartphone Battle Chronicle launches on February the 4th. Oh, it's a smartphone game. Alright, well, I always warn everybody, watch out for smartphone games because they can shut them off at any time and you've wasted all that time and money. So just be aware of smartphone games. Tekken 8 game previews Season 3 in new trailer. Not really into Tekken, that's for sure, and I don't hear a lot of people that are. But they're still making them. The first Demon Slayer Infinity Castle film and Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quix series wins TAF's top awards. Oh, right on. Nice to see Demon Slayer and Gundam winning some awards. Egg Firm Anime Planning Company becomes subsidiary of Aniplex. Okay, looks like Aniplex bought up a company. Hey, what's up, Fabric? How you doing? Shows, where are they now? Yeah. Exactly. Where are they now? Huh. Okay. Just gonna move this here. Move that. Take this. Move it here. I'm just moving chat windows around, that's all. Seems that Restream didn't want to show me YouTube chat. So, as usual, I'll fix it myself. And always keep an extra chat window open. So, Aniplex buying up these guys. Okay. An Adventure's Daily Grind at age 29 anime reveals 3 new cast members. Smartphone games are like redheads before little opie. Only easy to win. I don't want to play. The only way to win, yeah. Yeah, I don't bother with smartphone games. That and my smartphone is still an iPhone 6, so I mean, I don't think anything else runs on it. But it does exactly what I need it to do. Texting and talking, that's it. All right. Next up. Hello, I am a witch, and my crush wants me to make a love potion. Light novels get TV anime this year. Pierrot's Maho no Shimai Luluto Lily anime's first main trailer unveils opening song artist. Daemons of the Shadow Realm anime's new video unveils more cast, theme songs, and an April 4th debut. My Hero Academia Vigilantes anime second season reveals promo video cast for Aizawa School Days arc. Okay, so we're going to see more of that. I haven't gotten into Vigilantes yet. Hopefully soon, though. Konami confirms new Silent Hill game in development. I don't know, it seems that Konami is just going back to that well too many times. I'm sure they have other franchises people would like to see games being made for. But they're choosing Silent Hill. The consolidation of anime companies, this is disturbing. Yes, it is. Or when, they sign with Netflix, it's like, oh no, dude, you don't do a deal with the devil. Resident Evil Requiem game unveils short live-action film. Okay. It's going to launch for the Switch 2, PS5, Xbox, and PC. Poupelle of Chimneytown sequel film guide video introduces both films and characters. And that's all for Monday. Sounds sick? I do have a bit of congestion going on, and it's not because I'm sick. I think it's because of some allergies. So, thanks for your concern, Faber. But it's just the congestion that's getting me. Okay, that was Monday. Moving along to Tuesday. Killed Again, Mr. Detective. TV Anime unveils 4 more cast members. Gintama Yoshiwara in Flames compilation film gets IMAX screenings in Japan. The world's strongest rearguard. Labyrinth Countries of Novice Seeker anime reveals cast, staff, and a July debut. The Ogre's Bride anime reveals 2 cast members. Switch surpasses the DS lifetime sales to become Nintendo's best-selling console ever. Switch sells 155.37 million units. Well, yeah, I mean, they had a winner with that one. Silent Hill 2 remakes. Bloober Team teases new horror game project. And that's all for Tuesday. Yuki Ikeda's, this is for Wednesday now, Yuki Ikeda's Thunder 3 Parallel World manga listed with TV anime. Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. Iru Mafia Edition manga gets TV anime next January. Thunder 3 Parallel World TV anime confirmed for July debut. Bakido. Anime's new video reveals theme songs. New high school. Kimingumi anime casts Yasunori Matsumoto and Sayumi Suzushiro. Ingoku Danchi, short TV anime reveals cast, staff, and an April premiere. The Ramparts of Ice anime cast Chiaki Kobayashi. Rooster Fighter anime's English trailer reveals March 14th debut on Toonami. Rooster Fighter? I don't know about that. Bakido anime's trailer previews English dub. But I also see the Netflix logo there. North American anime manga, we'll skip by those. We'll move along to Thursday. Though I Am an Inept Villainous TV anime delayed to July. Rooster Fighter anime reveals April 5th Japan debut. This has got to be a comedy or something. Or is it going to take itself seriously? Doko Yorimo Toyu Basho ni Iru Kimi e-novel gets anime film this fall. The Eternal Fool's Words of Wisdom novels get anime. Haibara's Teenage New Game Plus anime reveals first promo video and more cast. Rent-A-Girlfriend anime's 5th season reveals teaser video and theme song artists. Wow, that's still going. I thought people didn't like the ending of Rent-A-Girlfriend. Because the guy didn't get the girl in the end. Which makes sense. He's renting her. He's paying her. You're going to be nice to him because she's paying her. So maybe he should have seen this coming all along. Just a minute. Fabric, you're interested in seeing who they're getting to score The Ogre's Bride? Word on the street is that it's going to be Masasaru Yokoyama. So it's going to be one hell of a soundtrack. Well, hey, right on. Got to trust the word on the street there. Let's hope so. It's always good to have a kick-ass soundtrack. Let's see. Second Gundam Hathaway film opens at number 1. The Camphorwood Custodian anime film at number 3. Chainsaw Man is back at number 7. Monster Eater light anime reveals main cast members in second teaser video. Rent-A-Girlfriend? I broke my lease. Yeah. Or your card gets denied. Arcana Familia Renato game launches on Steam. Falcom announces Kyoto Xanadu game. Launches for the Switch and Switch 2. Square Enix announces Paranorma Sight, the Mermaid's Curse game. Oh yes, because we had the Nintendo Direct. Bandai Namco announces new Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters soccer game. Wow, it's a soccer game that's not Blue Lock. Good old Captain Tsubasa. Been around for a long time. I think I had him for my either 60s or 70s theme month. Tokyo-based developer Shape Farms Orbital's Switch 2 game reveals summer launch in new trailer. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth game gets Switch 2 release on June the 3rd. Digimon Storytime Stranger game gets Switch and Switch 2 releases on July the 10th. Right Flyer Studios announces another Eden Begins game for the Switch 2, the Switch, and the PC. One Piece Heroines anime debuts on July the 5th. Okay, so they're making... So I've read the light novels for One Piece Heroines. I bought both of them and read them. Not bad. It really bothered me that they didn't spell Zoro's name right. They put an L in there. It's not Zolo. It's Zoro. So that kind of irked me. But I'll give these a watch. Just to see what they're like. As a true One Piece fan. Tales of Arise game gets Beyond the Dawn edition for Switch 2. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink game gets Endless Ragnarok version for Switch 2, PS5, PS4, and PC. G-Kids screens Shoji Kawamori's Labyrinth anime film in North America on May 10th and 11th. Okay, Shoji Kawamori, he's famous for, with his work in the Macross series. And he has another film. I wonder if that'll be in my neck of the woods. May 10th and 11th. That's good. That'd be something to go see. They're remixing Final Fantasy more than Bleach at this point. Yeah. Well, it seems that's what Square Enix is. They're just like, oh, quick, we need some money. What can we do? Oh, let's get some Final Fantasy out there. Let's go back to the well. Let's go back to 7. Let's milk that for all it's worth. People are just going to get sick of it after a while. So, better come up with some other franchises there, Squeenix. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales Action RPGs trailer reveals June 18th launch. Here's something for me and Fabric. Chain Soldier Season 2 anime reveals new trailer cast for Yokohama Battle Arc. I don't know if you watched that last episode, Fabric, but that was great. But we'll talk about that later on when we go to the shows that we're watching this season. Konami announces Super Bomberman Collection with previously unreleased Bomberman games in the West. Hey, nice. That seems like something I want to pick up there. Bomberman's good stuff. Macross? Robotech, you mean? No. No, he was not involved. That is a Carl Masek abomination, is what it is. I actually got to meet. I went to Robocon 10, if you can believe it. Back in 1995, they had a 10-year anniversary of Robotech, and it was in Anaheim, California. That was my first trip to the U.S. On my own. I flew to Los Angeles and went to Anaheim, stayed in the hotel there, went to they called it Robocon 10, and they had it for probably 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I went there, and it was a good time. We got to see all the voice actors. I got to meet Carl Masek. I bought a lot of Robotech merch, and yeah, it was a good time. Then I had more time left over, so I went to Disneyland and got to go there for a week. So it was pretty cool. You did see it at Holy Fook. Yeah, Chain Soldier was really good. Oh, just 1 second. So that was quite the fun trip to go see the 10th anniversary back in the day. I gotta say, it sure was fun. Met a lot of people, a lot of fans. I took lots of pictures. Lots of pictures with the good old 35mm camera. Because that's all we had back then. All right. Let's move along here. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, The Culling Game Part 1 anime cast Ryohei Kimura. Hamster Corporation launches console archive series with Cool Borders, Ninja Gaiden 2, Doraemon games. 2 games launch on the Switch 2 on Thursday, with PS5 versions coming on February 14th. Okay then. Culdcept series gets 2 new games. I don't think I've ever heard of Culdcept. Binary Haze Interactive announces Tokyo Scramble survival action game for the Switch 2. Monster Hunter Stories 3 games trailer reveals demo. And you can transfer save data to the full game, launching on March the 13th. Oh, good. More Monster Hunter. I know Carl's a big Monster Hunter fan. Resident Evil Requiem games trailer reveals Leon Kennedy amiibo for the Switch 2. You get Leon as an amiibo. Oh, that's funny. Pragmata games trailer reveals demo launch, previews, hacking. Okay. Ocean Vale streams Scum's Wish anime. The laid-off cheat-granting mage enjoys a new life. Novels get TV anime. That seems like a fun one. We'll have to see what that's all about. If that description, the title is anything to go by, it should be a good comedy. But that's all for Thursday. Let's move along to Friday. Konami releases Gambare Goemon game collection on July the 2nd. Hey, all right. Konami's Powerful Pro Baseball game launches this summer. I doubt we'll get that over here, though. This will be a Japan-only one. Birushana Winds of Fate fan disc game launches in English on May the 26th. Very good. You're guessing we're in the same freeze-thaw cycle we're having here. It snows and goes up to high 50s, ground soup by day and freeze by night. The plant's trying to pop. Yes. Yeah, except we're doing like we're going, single-digit positive and then below 0 and then single-digit positive, below 0. So yeah, freeze-thaws, but not as extreme as that. Yeah, it's annoying more than anything. Annoying and dangerous because everything melts, but then there's water and then it freezes. Now you got a skating rink. So remember, we all have to be careful about that. We remember the story about the guy that slipped getting into his car and got into a coma by hitting because he hit his head. So I'm not a big fan of it. I can't wait till we get to where the sun's out more. We hit the spring equinox where the amount of light and dark is equal, and then after that day we get longer days, more sun, warmer, all that good stuff. It's pretty mild for a February where I'm at. There's been previous years where February has been the absolute worst month. It's been the coldest. It's been the snowiest. But we're getting sort of a reprieve this year, it seems. So I'm okay with that. I'll go with single digits in the negatives and the positives. I can take that. It means I don't have to bundle up in my parka and, giant gloves and balaclavas and all that just to go out. Anyway, let's keep going here. We've got Yakuza Like a Dragon franchise's crossover live-action series with Nihon Toitsu debuts on February the 10th. Okay, then. It's a 3-episode series and it debuts all at once on Amazon Prime Video. Starry Sky Game franchise's Spring Game fan disc gets Switch release in Japan on May the 28th. Hey, what's up? It's the Comic Relief Crusader. Fellow Albertan, welcome. And if you don't know already, everybody, the Comic Relief Crusader, he streams on Saturdays and Sundays. On Saturdays, he does his movie matinees, and on Sundays, it's his drawing show called Huge Circles. Really wonderful, excellent show. I recommend it to all my friends. So yeah, tune in. He's on today. He'll be here at he'll be on at noon, Mountain Time. Too mild there? Yeah, I get it, Fabric. Either be cold or be warm. Don't alternate between the two. Singer-songwriter Tuki performs opening theme for Snowball Earth anime. Shibo Yugi playing death games to put food on the table. TV anime reveals more cast. Golden Bath promo video. Huge, you're playing with the new intro. Okay. So this thing sounds like Hunger Games. Playing death games to put food on the table. It's like Hunger Games, the anime. That's what it sounds like to me, anyway. New Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha anime confirms more cast. Ending song. Daikenja Riddle no Jiken Gyakko manga gets light anime. I'm assuming light anime means it's going to be like either short episodes, like 50 minutes, or it's only going to be like 6 or 8 episodes long. Unless I'm way off base and it means something completely different, but usually I would think light anime would be something that's not like regular one. Digimon Beat Break anime cast Koki Uchiyama and Daisuke Sakaguchi. PlayStation 5 reaches over 90 million shipments. Wow, so people are picking it up? I don't know if that's good or not. Shipments just means it gets sent to stores. It's not ones that are sold. So I don't know if they're trying to impress people, but it's like, okay, unless people are buying. I'm not buying one. It's like $800 to $900 for a stupid PlayStation 5. Why would I buy one? I've got plenty of games to play on my old consoles. And I still have my Switch, and the Switch is just fine for what I want to play. But that's it for Friday. Let's move along to Saturday. Viz Media to release 2018 Captain Tsubasa anime, 2023 Captain Tsubasa Junior Youth Arc anime on DVD in April. There you go. There's the physical release, everybody. You could pick that up. Remember, I'm a big proponent of physical releases. Get them when you can. They're yours. You hang on to them. Nobody can edit them on you or take them away from you, and you can't see them ever again. So always buy that physical release when you can. You can go for a Hunger Games Food Wars crossover. Hey! Food Wars, yeah. That's a great show. I like me. From what I've seen of Food Wars, I really do think it's good. All right, here's our video game rankings. Everybody always likes to see what's going on with the video game rankings. Oh no, at number 1, it's an actual PS5 game. Code Vein 2. So your understanding is that light anime is shorter to save on production time. You're not impressed. Yes, I am not impressed. Well, we've got a PS5 game at number 1. So Sony's at number 1. They're probably so proud, but that's what is this like the first week of the year that they've been number 1? Then it's Mario Kart World. Animal Crossing for the Switch 2 and Switch, Pokemon Legends ZA, Momotaro Densetsu, Pokemon Legends for the Switch 2, Kirby Air Riders, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Momotaro Densetsu for the regular Switch, Minecraft, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario Party Jamboree for the Switch 2, Dokapon, Super Mario Party Jamboree for the regular Switch, Super Smash Bros., Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Nintendo Switch Sports, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment for the Switch 2. One game from the PlayStation 5, it's Code Vein 2, and it's at number 1. Enjoy it while it lasts, PS5 or Sony, because it won't. They're doing the same with hentai. You're a purist and you need your backstory. I watch it for the stories, says Fabric. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Anime gets 6th season. Wow. It's been getting 6 seasons of that show. Crazy. Let's check the TV rankings though. What do we got here? Sazi-san, Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, Freren's there. Look at that. Blue Miburo, Star Detective Precure, Doraemon, Crayon Shin-chan, Curious George, The Smurfs, and Oshiri Tantai. They top the charts for 1 week and you'll hear about it for the next 2. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, we made it to number 1. Tongo plans to develop feature film based on Koei Tecmo's Tecmo Bowl classic American football game. Okay, so they're going to take once again, I did a whole month of anime into video games or video games into anime. So this falls into that category. They're taking a game and they're turning it into an anime. You could just watch Ice Shield 21. That's got the same, that'll be the same thing. It's a football game. And it's not based on this video game. So you could try that instead if you don't want to wait. But that's it for Saturday. Let's move along to Sunday. Today, first new Made in Abyss anime films teaser unveils more staff and a fall opening. But unlike a lot of anime, Is It Wrong is 6 solid seasons. Yeah, okay, I've never watched Is It Wrong, but if it's solid every time, then by all means, keep going. Okay, I am not seeing any chat from Kick or Twitch. So if anyone's trying to talk to me, I need to pull up that. Restream is being ridiculous, and I'm not getting any kind of feedback. So I'm just going to quickly grab a Kick chat window. Sometimes happens. Sometimes we get technical difficulties with restream. So that's fine. They can it can have its trouble. It's just I need to have a backup. So here we go. Okay, we got that one. And get back to here. There we go. All right, next up, Dorohedoro Anime Season 2's visual reveals updated staff and an April 1st global debut. Hanakimi TV Anime presents 3 more cast members with second visual. And that's it for Sunday. And then their top news. I believe I've covered all of this already. Yep, that's all been covered. All right, next up. Let's hit up the rankings for this season. This is courtesy of the Anime News Network as well. We're not sure how accurate this is because obviously people will come in and they'll vote, and I don't know if they can vote multiple times or whatever, but what we got so far is Journal with the Witch. He's number 1, followed by Frieren. Golden Kamui, Fate Strange Fake, Shiboyugi, Sentenced to be a Hero, You and I Are Polar Opposites, Oshinoko, Trigun Stargaze, Champignon Witch, Hell's Paradise, Invisible Man and His Soon-to-be Wife, Fire Force, The Holy Grail of Eris, Tamon's B-Side, Jujutsu Kaisen, Tujimo Wants to be Kamen Rider, Yoroi Shinden, Samurai Troopers, In the Clear Moonlight, Dusk, Genoja's still going. I mean, wow. That thing could have been 12 episodes and done. This is dragging it out. You haven't seen any bots, must be down. That, and I put that you have to be subscribed to do any chatting on that. That got rid of a lot of bots on Kick and Twitch. Because I guess they don't get bots that subscribe or know how to subscribe or are able to do that. So I'm sure it's only a matter of time. What the heck? Chain Soldier is down here at number 21. Boo! Should be way higher. And then after that's To Your Eternity, My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Hell Teacher, Jigoku Sensei. The Other World's books depend on the bean counter. Darwin Incident, Kaya-chan Isn't Scary, Wash It All Away, Roll Over and Die. Cute Girl in the Hero's Party, Easygoing Territory, Scum of the Brave. Villainous is Adored by the Prince, Jack of All Trades, Noble Reincarnation, Hanakimi, Dead Account, and You Can't Beat a Rom-Com with Your Childhood Friends. So that's what we've got so far as rankings, but let's have a look of where people are actually watching. And as we can see here, Jujutsu Kaisen is number 1. Most people are watching that right now. Then One Piece, Dragon Hatchling, Frieren, Fate Strange Fake, Sentenced to be a Hero, Hell's Paradise, Jack of All Trades, Hell Mode. Oh, good. It's good to see people are watching that. And Jujutsu Kaisen, the 2nd season. So there you go. That's probably a little better indication of what people are actually watching. At least on this site. So that a Witch's Journal, Dear Penthouse Forum, I didn't think it would ever happen to me. Letters to the editor, eh? Well, that's it for that. We're going to hit the main event now, which is, as you all know, showing you guys some Cyberpunk. Let's get that ready. And I just got to grab my notes so because I can remember which one we are going to watch. Ah, yes. Let me see here. Do that. Hell mode was better than you expected. Hell mode is good. I'm liking hell mode. The first one on the list here. Let's see. Ah, yes, there it is. Do like this. And I've got a new background. For you guys that were here last week, it was the Christmas themed with all the waifus on it. And this time, it's this one. Does anybody know what show this is from? You will get, top marks for knowing which show this is. And I'll keep this up for quite a bit, and we'll see if anybody can guess it. And I'll switch to a different one. All right, so, yes, there we are. Okay, this first one is called The Big O from 1999. So we've got our intro here. That must be it. That must be The Big O. And it's by Sunrise, the same people that do Gundam and a lot of other shows. So we've got Buddy here. He's lying in bed. But in the distance, you can hear a piano playing. And he is not impressed because her piano playing was so loud and obnoxious. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The first spammer from Kick. Just a second here. We'll do and banned. There you go. You're banned. You do unsolicited things like that, and I ban you. Well, that's how that works. Street Fighter? No, CRC. Alright, so he got woken up by her piano playing, which is good, but it's very loud, and it's probably the wrong melody that he wants to hear. You forgot to tell me the wife got you a DVD set of Gate dub. You've never been so disappointed the dub completely screws up Rory Mercury's speech. Oh no! I mean, she meant well, but it's like, oh, thanks. I appreciate you. Oh, poor Fabric. It's the thought that counts, though. So she's doing this on purpose. She does this when he sleeps late. He's like, oh, it's a little early in the morning. She's like, it's afternoon. She's an android, by the way. And he has his butler. And her name's Dorothy, and he's taking her on a trip. He's so rudely awakened. So down they go in the elevator and hop into his car, which you'll love this car. Look at that. Look at that car. That's a beaut. So away they go. And when he parks, he hits the old button there and everything gets secured. It's an attack on Gundam. So down they go to a place called, I should find it here. place called Amadeus. And they go in there, and it's a bar where everybody's listening to this guy play the piano. And there he is. He's an android. He's playing the piano. Amadeus was his creator. And he's playing the tune. And he's like, hey, can you instruct Dorothy on your playing? The android's name is Instru. Yeah, Cadillac, eh, Fabric? So he wants Instru to teach Dorothy how to play that melody, that tune that he was playing. All of a sudden, mysterious guy enters. And he wants something from Instru. Instru's like, not today. Apparently this guy was a former cop. He's trying to get information out of the police chief here. And the old guy that showed up, he wants to know about him. Looks familiar, but the name escapes you. I'm kicking your butt about it later. That's okay. So they get a little backstory about how the after Amadeus died, the financial support was cut. Dorothy and him go to visit the bar again, but it's closed, but it should be open. So Dorothy breaks down the door. Something happened here. Something like ruined that wall and that piano. It took a bite out of it, it looks like. Apparently they're using sound waves, as he recalls what he was talking with the major there. So they're gonna go look for Instru. He must be somewhere, probably back at the old research laboratory. And it looks like there is a big, or yeah, it was a mansion, but it looks like there's a big hole in it. And so out of that comes this walking behemoth. But it's Instru. He is piloting this thing. Apparently he wasn't supposed to be a pianist. He is supposed to pilot this giant mech and destroy things. There's that old guy. He has a hand in it. Apparently he's been corrupting Instru's mind with his lies. And this guy, whose name is Roger Smith, he knows. And he's trying to talk sense into Instru. So, Roger Smith trying to do what he can to stop Instru. And so he calls upon the Big O. There he is. And Roger Smith, pilots the Big O. And now it's a giant robot battle. It's not a Gundam. No, it is not. So the face-off begins with the one that Instru's piloting starts using the sonic attack. And it's getting to be quite a bit for the big O to take. But all of a sudden Dorothy starts playing the piano and it reaches Instru, which gives enough time for Roger Smith to launch missiles at it and take its arms off. Dorothy's still playing. Instru really doesn't want to have revenge. Now he gets talked to, as he must have been fused with the controls because he rips his own arms off. And Dorothy comes to talk to him. She wants her lessons finished. Just a second, guys. Yeah, transform. There we go. So she brings him his bow tie. It's like, there, this belongs to you. You're not an instrument of destruction. And they head back. And now she's learned the piano piece, Roger Smith is a little bit more happy to be waking up to that tune. It's a fan bot. And so there they are, playing the piano. And that's it for that episode of The Big O. Next up is The Call from the Past. But you'll have to watch that on your own. All right. Let's get up to the next one. She's pretty in a very 70s anime way. Hey, it's from 99. The next one you guys will definitely know for sure because it is quite new. Just gotta find it here. Oh, there we go. This one, Godzillionaire was really like, why aren't you watching this one? Come on, you gotta watch this one. And I'm like, okay, yes, I will watch it. He's like, why aren't you watching it right now? Here we go. Okay, you know what this one is? This is Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which, yeah, it was good. I didn't mind it at all. Very bleak, very dystopian, that's for sure. I almost thought I was watching a documentary on what we're going through now. It seems like everything is subscription, everything is payment. And as soon as payment is due or overdue, you get locked out. You get locked out of your apartment. You get locked out of anything, even the washing machine. But anyways, let's keep going here. So a lot of people have neural implants, it looks like, as well. That one didn't look like 90s animation style. Well, you can't deny what year it's from, though. So here we go. And the first thing I thought when I saw this, I was like, oh, what's this guy up to? But he is just being controlled. And there is a lot of shooting in this one. And a lot of people getting blown away. Like, boom. Like that. So this guy, right away, he goes to attack the police. And apparently he's tougher than your average guy. And he, bullets don't affect him. He is really amped up here. Like a cyborg. Your phone is ringing. My phone is not down here with me. But yeah, look at that. This guy, he's took out a lot of cops in a very graphic way. Never mind, it was yours. Oh, that's funny. So they finally call in the airstrike. And these guys drop down to take him out. He's just not giving up. Till the guy puts the barrel right in his face. And boom. And then we move to this kid. And I do mean kid. Looks like he was controlling that guy. Yeah, and this is what I meant. Cycle suspended due to insufficient funds. You can't even finish your laundry. Apparently, so this guy's David Martinez. He lives with his mother. She was on the couch. She just too tired to even get to her room to sleep. They talk about an update he needs for class. Apparently, you know, when you're cybernetically enhanced, you need to upgrade your software to make sure it works. He didn't have enough money, so he had to go with a like a bootleg. So away he goes, and we could see he's walking through like the slums. This place is just very. There's just terrible things going on here. As he takes the bus or the tramway. He notices someone. Oh, but they disappeared. And off he goes to school. Where everybody is jacked in, it looks like. Plugged in. They've got all the latest and greatest. He's got an old model that he wears. And as you can see, they all stare at him with contempt. As you know. You gotta look down on the guy, right? life as a subscription model. That's what it is. That's what it is, Fabric. And everybody's trying to plug in now, and he, because of his faulty software, wrecks everybody else's. So, meeting with the principal. And they're like, maybe he shouldn't be in this school. And the mother's like, no, he has to be. And on the way home, right, he gets the lecture. He's like, why don't I just drop out of school? Of course, it makes his mother cry. She just wants him to get a good education. But then there's a gang war? They're like right in between. The guys on one side are trying to aim for the limo. I don't know why she didn't slam on the brakes. But she just keeps driving as these guys go after that limo and they blow it. And she drives right into it. After the accident, she's thrown from the car. He's in the car. The medics show up. But they come and they check him, and it's like, you're not a client. Nope, she's not a client. Okay, move along. So they don't even help her out. So he has to get out himself and take her and himself to the walk-in clinic, or you know what I mean? Like, it's not even a proper hospital. So there we go. She's survived the surgery and should be okay. It's going to take a while for her to convalesce. And he's got to come up with the money to pay for her surgery. But when he gets home, the rent's due. He can't get in, so he sneaks in. There's an Asian driver. Yeah. Maybe stop when there's people that are doing that kind of stuff on the highway. Slow down. You don't have to be like paralleling them. Apparently there's this thing he's got here, and he wants to get money for it. It looks like it's an upgrade or something. I don't know. But he's trying to sell it. Nobody wants to give him what he wants. He's checking out the specs on it. Then the confrontation with other students. They don't want him in class because he's got an attitude. He doesn't kowtow to them. So starts coming after the mother. And then this guy engages his amped up self-defense martial arts thing and just beats him to a pulp. Things go from bad to worse, though. His mother's surgery was fine, but she was overworked and she has succumbed to her injuries and she's died. And they give him options for burial. And it turns out all he can afford is just cremation. where she just gets turned into dust and put into a container. And on the way home, he gets told that his utilities are going to get canceled, no payment, rent's overdue, so he has to sneak in again. The guy he was going to sell that upgrade to wants to give him less now, just angry. So he's at his wit's end. He is trying to figure out what to do. So he goes to the guy who does upgrades. And he's like, see this thing? I want you to graft this to my spine. And that's where we leave off, Cyberpunk. So, pretty wild show. Very dystopian, and it's almost a documentary of what things are like right now. So that's the second one, Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I do have one more for you. Ah, yes, there it is. Just get it all prepped here. Aha, there's a good logo, eh? Manga Entertainment. This one is called Appleseed. It's from 1988. And it's an OVA, and it's an hour long. So we first see the woman holding the bird and how it was trapped in a cage, and she's like, "Be free, bird, be free." And this guy's like, "Oh, what's going on here?" She's like, "I'm gonna jump out the window too because I'm trapped here." And down she goes. You still have the Appleseed movie? Nice, CRC. Really, this is good. So you've seen it before. You know what it's all about. Ah, yes. And then we get the explanation. In the aftermath of World War III, a group known as General Management Control Office formed in order to rebuild and reunify the ruined world. Let's see. Did I skip too much there? Okay, in the aftermath, yeah. They constructed an experimental model city. It was named Olympus. The new city was a sanctuary for surviving humanity. It was also home to a new subspecies, half human, half robot, being called biodroids. The biodroids were responsible for all aspects of administration. This experimental city was meant to finally represent all mankind's utopian dreams, dreams which underestimated the eternal human desire for absolute freedom. A freedom which for some was still to be gained at any price. Appleseed. So we get these guys in the car. Something's going down. They're sneaking in. I think they're police, but They bust in. These guys are loaded for bear. And it's a standoff. We got the SWAT team going in. We should meet our main characters pretty soon. Doonan and Briareos. There they are. Briareos is the big guy there. And Doonan is the blonde. And they're ready to break in. This guy who's standing there, he looks like an android. He's like, oh. Masamune Shirow was always into cyberpunk stuff. Yes. Yeah, big name in cyberpunk for sure. But yeah, this guy's like, oh, I see trouble. I gotta go to the bathroom, you guys. See you later. So Doonan and Briareos, they see that guy who is in the bathroom. He is, but he's burning some sort of blueprints. And as he leaves, boom, you're caught. So he gets caught. And now they're going for the other guys who have hostages. They shoot the old gas canister in there, and boom. Nobody move. But they do move, and they get blasted. This guy's going to take out somebody, but the sniper, boom, gets rid of him. This guy is being told by this cop, hey, you're pretty lucky you weren't in there. Meanwhile, that guy broke out and got rid of that cop. And now they're after him. He took out 2 more cops on his way. So Doonan wants revenge. She's like, I'm going to get this guy. There's the girl that threw herself out of the window. And apparently she was going out with a cop whose name is Karen, I believe. And, well, we see this cybernetic guy who got away. He's talking to the cop. So it turns out that Karen is a crooked cop then, or he's got a twisted sense because of what happened to his girl. So he gives the guy information that he wants. And okay, his name is AJ Sebastian. And his occupation is terrorist. Well, at least they know who they're after. And I believe Doonan wants a transfer so that she can go after him. Meanwhile, we have a VIP being transported back to the city. I believe her name's Hitomi. And she is quite famous and responsible for bringing in people from the wastelands and having them be integrated into society. A lot of people don't care for that. And so she gets looked down upon a lot. Meanwhile, this is what you're going to see when you're out there in a lot of death and destruction. And of course, they have a welcoming party for Hitomi because, these are all the people that she helped out. So you can see there's Doonan and Briareos. Looks like Karen's there too. Here she is. She's having a good old time. But things are not well as these guys steal power armor and everyone is happy until there's a big explosion. They come out to see what's going on. And they've got to go into action. Here comes the police. And so the police are trying to take down these guys in the orange. But there is one guy who is helping out. There he is. He got rid of one of his own teammates to help out the guys in orange. There he is. He faked being disarmed and having his feet blown off. And he gives those guys the wrong directions so that this guy can collect his information. This acts like it wants to be a mecha but can't commit. Yeah, they don't make it as like a central part of the story. They're growing people in Tartarus. This guy wants the information for this thing because he wants this thing because it's so powerful. And it can easily take out anything that opposes it, as it's being demonstrated here to all the police. And as he's watching it, meanwhile, the chief wants to talk to Doonan and Briareos, but they're not around. He's like, who is this? Because somebody's calling to warn Briareos. And he's like, just take a message. So they pay their respects to their fallen comrades that were injured or killed in that raid. Karen shows up. He's taking flowers to his wife. And they're like, oh, we will accompany you as well. This is where they sort of hear a few things about him. About how it's like, oh, this place isn't so great after all. So it will cast a little bit of doubt in their minds about him. Meanwhile, he's getting work done on his mech. Tried to make it as light as possible, so that means taking away some of the shielding. But he's like, I don't care as long as I'm fast. And Doonan is in a rush. She has a shower. She gets out. And away they go. Reporting to the head. I believe her name's Athena. And if you want to know what their assignment is now, you're going to have to tune in later, because that will be on the follow-up of Appleseed. So I'm not going to ruin it for you. You've got to go watch it yourself. And there you are. That is the 3 cyberpunk shows of the day. The first one being the Big O. The second one was Cyberpunk Edgerunners. And the third one was Appleseed. All 3 really good shows. You definitely should give those a watch. Next up, the shows of the season. Let's do that. Shows of the season. Tune into the Midnight Heart. Well, I'm liking this one. This last episode, and for all these, there's gonna be spoilers. If you haven't watched these shows, there's gonna be spoilers because we'll talk about what happened in this last episode. So they finally got they did a secret confession. So the broadcast group, they did a secret confessions over their lunch break. So people could come and confess to the people they like. So they did, and it was very popular and very successful. And the person that he is looking for at the very end of the episode called him over, and they were talking by tin can and string. So talking to one another, and he's like, okay, well, why did you call me here? Do you want me to see who you are? And whoever was on the other end was like, yes, I'm okay with that if you want to come and see who this is. And that's where they left off. So maybe he's going to get to see who the girl he's been looking for all those years, the secret streamer that he wanted to meet, he might get to meet them in that next episode. So I'm ready for that. I really want to see what's going on here. I like it. It's very good. The way he helps out each individual girl as well shows that he's got a good heart. He's not just there to score with them. He is there to make them professional broadcasters, as he says. So he does what each one of them has something that they're lacking, and he tries to get them to be better and figure it out. So tune into the Midnight Heart. I like it. Cute Girl in the Heroes Party. Well, if you watch this last episode, that was pretty crazy, where they meet up with this crazy killer who loves to hurt people, and just, our boy has to try to, he is OP himself, so the killer has a sword that absorbs magic, so the main character's like, well, can it absorb all this magic? And he kept feeding it until it broke. And then the killer tried to get away, and our boy went after him, but he also went all full demon on him. So his wings came out, his horn grew back, and he just went psycho on him. So that was pretty awesome. I was liking that. And he caught up with the killer, and he's like, look, I'm going to destroy you. And he's like, you like killing like me. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to throw you in the lake. So he throws him in the lake. Your wife has to go to Alberta Monday for 2 weeks to meet with Sturgeon Lake Cree and the coalition. She wants me with her, so guess who is taking a 2-week vacation all of a sudden? Hey! That's awesome, Fabric. Sturgeon Lake. Fabric, are you going to be close to Edmonton then? You going to be in that area, or St. Albert? Well, let me know. If you want to meet up for coffee or something, I'm up for it. Yoroi Shinden Samurai Troopers. Hey, this one's getting good. I've watched one episode of the original Samurai Troopers, and then this newer one. A lot more character development. It's nice to see the guys all trying to work together. They're trying to get all trained up so they can use their powers and take down this. Looks like there's a bunch of them. Not just one demon lord. There's a bunch of smaller guys. You should be close. Grab something. Hey, right on, man. Right on. Sounds good. But I'm liking Samurai Troopers. I am one episode behind, but yeah. Liking it so far. Can't wait to see what happens. You want Dominion Tank Police again? Hey, that's a good one. And you know what? Even the dub is good of Tank Police. So I watched both the subbed and the dubbed. And I gotta say, the voice actors for the dub did pretty darn good. So it's a good watch. The opening though, the English opening, all it does is repeat Tank Police over and over again. So I think the Japanese opening is a lot better. Next up. Sentenced to be a Hero. What can I say? This show is pretty darn good. They're in for it now. Last episode, they have to defend this castle from the onslaught of all these corrupted beings, and they're going to have a time of it, all right. But I hope that hope they make it out. I'm sure they'll make it out at the end, but we'll have to see what the damage is done. I was getting Helm's Deep vibes. It was kind of like a Lord of the Rings when they're defending Helm's Deep. That's what I kind of felt like when they were doing this. So that's the grand scale of it. So Sentenced to be a Hero, probably one of the better ones of the season. We'll have to see what happens here, if he can figure out and expose the conspiracy up above. And hopefully he doesn't have to get rid of his goddess like he did the last one. We'll see what happens. Chain Soldier Season 2. More of the same. With even more people now. We've met more of the squadrons. We've gotten to see Yuki when he gets into his, the form he took when the 10th Commander took control of him. Wow. He was way out of control. And he was overpowered and out of control. He couldn't even be tamed by her. She had to smack him down. But in the most recent episode, it was all about the Azuma clan, the family there, getting the next, picking the next person to head the whole family. And you do that by obviously battling everybody. So it was quite the battle watching Yuki and Himari take on one of the psycho people from the Branch family. And she did really well, and good job for him. And of course, he always gets his reward in the end for when he turns back human. And he was making out with Himari, and all of a sudden the mother showed up. And she's like, "Oh, please don't stop on my account." So that was pretty funny. So more Chained Soldier coming up. I can't wait. It's too bad it's only 12 episodes. The Holy Grail of Eris. This is like treachery in the highest ranks of nobility. This girl who got beheaded, named Scarlet, she comes back as a ghost and talks to this girl named Constance. and wants to find out what happened. Why was she framed? What was the cause? Who did it? So she's entered into the seamy underbelly of society there, and she's trying to make her way through it. Boy, oh boy, is she getting a hard lesson on what it's like to be treacherous in the high society. And her friend even found out. I believe her friend got kidnapped and held for. They told Constance to come alone, and yeah, it was pretty crazy that her friend got kidnapped and held there. But things worked out. I think she got rescued. And we'll just have to see what happens next. Frieren, Season 2. What can we say? If you watched Frieren Season 1, you know more of what's going to happen in Season 2. It's nice to see that Fern and Stark went on a date. Like a legitimate date. And Stark tried his best. At least Fern was happy in the end. But it was nice seeing them, and I hope that they can, sort of get a little closer. And of course, Frieren is her usual self. At least they were able to take down a demon that was pestering the village in the north. They did pretty good teamwork on that, and they saw that Frieren said to them they're going to need to have more teamwork together if they're going to make it by a lot of these demons in there. And watching Fern save Stark when Frieren was going to blow that guy away, that was very satisfying. So yes, lots of good stuff coming out of Frieren. It's a shame to have to wait a week to always see it. Which one's this? Looks like Hell Mode. Wife says the meeting is in Okotoks. Is that near Edmonton? Nope. Nope, Fabric. Okotoks is south of Calgary. Calgary is south of Edmonton by like 300 kilometers or 200 miles. So, maybe not this time around then. Unless you're going to visit the grandkids. Yeah, I think this is Hell Mode. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah. All right, Hell Mode. What a show this is. Now that his settings, like he set himself up to play in Hell Mode, and so he has a hard time leveling up. But when he does, it's really great. He gets a lot. He did a lot for the village the last time, taking down all those giant birds and trying to do things on his own. His levels are so slow to raise, but when he does get the next one, he's getting pretty powerful. So I'm hoping they do a little bit of a time skip here so we can get by this and he can get to where he's a higher level. Yeah, you'd be closer to comic. Yeah, exactly. Fabric. Anyways, Hell Mode is worth watching. I would definitely tune into that. It's a slow burn, but hopefully the payoff will be good. Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling. Yeah, this one's fun. I like stuff where you can level up, and he's taken the route of a plague dragon just so that because there's a spell he can use to turn himself into a human so he can visit the girl he likes. But he hasn't learned it yet. I don't know what level he's going to learn it at, but he's trying slowly to get his way up there. But you're lucky you get 2 weeks in an area more remote than where you live. You'll be close to Calgary, Fabric. I think it's only a half-hour drive, maybe 20 minutes. It's all, you take the Deerfoot Trail, which is the main highway. You'll be fine. So yeah, reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. Liking it so far. It hasn't done anything to make me angry to want to drop it, so I'm going to keep up with it. You don't think hell mode is that slow? Yeah. I mean, slow as in he's not raising up his levels. Or getting them raised up fast enough. Because it's hell mode. The Misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. Okay, this last episode got me. I did not expect this. But Bunny Girl wanted to go see the person she grew up with. What we don't know is that Bunny Girl is actually a stuffed bunny. And her owner is like in their 76 years old or something like that, and she's in the hospital. And so the Bunny Girl's like, I want to go see her. And yes, what a heart-wrenching reunion that was. It was pretty crazy. And yeah, I did not expect that from this one. So good on you, Misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. That was a really tugging on the old heartstrings there. I didn't see that coming. And I can't wait to watch the next episode and see what's gonna happen here. It's like a small city. It's a nice place. Yeah. From what I understand, where you're at there, CRC. Then Kunon the Sorcerer. Hey, he finally made himself, his whole goal was to make himself a set of eyes so he could see. And now that he's at the Royal Academy and learning with some high-level wizards and such, he finally was able to do that. That was the last episode. He did make some eyes so he could see. I'm not quite sure where they're going with this now, but is he going to find another person that will take him under his wing and teach him more magic? I hope so. So yeah, and I got to catch up on that too. I'm only behind on one episode by a few of these, so I've made it easy for myself this time around. This season, rather than doing like 17 or 20 or so many shows, I just decided to do 10 shows, and that's good enough. And one of the ones I'm watching when I get a chance is Lupin the Third Part 2. That's from 1977, so it's on Tubi right now, so I'm watching that. Very enjoyable. What a fun time watching Lupin the Third. He's got to be one step ahead of Inspector Zenigata. He tries to. And we also get to see Fujiko in all her voluptuous glory. And I like how he outsmarts all the guys that think they've got him trapped. So, Lupin the Third. It's on Tubi. Give it a watch. You just looked it up. 30,000, so you'll be able to get some true Canadian cuisine like Burger King. What about Boston Pizza? Do they have Boston Pizza in the States there? It was actually, Boston Pizza was founded in Edmonton, which is wild because I never knew that before either. But yeah, come and have some Boston Pizza. Canadian cuisine, eh? Lupin is great, and it's not the remake. Lupin has a special place in your heart. There you go. I watched, a while back, I watched the first season from 71 or 72. So now I'm on to the second series. So the first series is done. I got the second series. I'm watching that. And I also bought the Lupin the Third 50th anniversary book. So I have that. So, I'm a fan of Lupin the Third as well. I like it. It's always fun. Fun watching Lupin the Third. So that's it. That's the shows I'm watching this season. Hope you guys are enjoying the shows this season as well. There is so much to watch now, and you got to sift through the mediocre stuff to find the real gems out there, the real shows that are so well done. Which is almost makes me wish for the days of when there was very little over here, and you only had a little bit of a choice, and you watched what you could get. All right. So, any guesses as to where this show is from? No guesses yet? I wouldn't expect you guys to know right off the bat. Boston Pizza, not that you know, but they might have one in Okotoks. Why are these meetings in places I've never heard of? I feel like I'm married to a mafia boss. That's awesome. Strangely enough, I've been to Okotoks. Yeah, it's a nice little town. I've been to Calgary a lot more. Red Deer, you just kind of drive through it because it's on the way. Maybe stop in for a break or something, but that's about it. Yeah, so much choice now, and it makes you too picky. Yeah, well, it's fine. You have the right to be picky. So do I. You don't just watch anything. Be picky about it, whether it's the animation or the story or whatever it is. You can be picky about it. There is so much out there, and some do it better than others. So always find those ones that are top notch. Don't settle for less. Fabric is down in Wyoming. The great state of Wyoming. From what I recall, anyway. At least I think so. Yeah, and Fabric, maybe we can meet up sometime when you're in the Edmonton area. Just let me know. And then you can, sign our petition. You've got ranch close to Meeteetse, Wyoming, and too close to Yellowstone. Watch out for the old explosion there. The old volcano. Sounds great. Yeah, right on. Well, fellas, I think that's going to be it for me today. Don't forget, I've got Trades Talk Tuesday coming up. You want to hear about the skilled trades? You want to look at things from an industrial point of view? Let's do that on Tuesday. We can have a good old time. But yeah, if you guys please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I know you guys probably subscribed. Just tell your friends, spread the word. There's other channels out there. When I'm not streaming, you should watch Mike at Pacific 414. I believe he'll be streaming today with Pop Talk. There's also DJ Ronnie G, Brandon the Anime Guy. There's Carl at the Gaming Podcast. There's the Comic Relief Crusader. You know, he's in the chat. He's going to be streaming today, doing his drawing stream. Huge circles. There's also Infinite Metal. He's on Kick and Twitch. I always have a fun time watching Infinite. And there's the VTuber, Call Me Kixie. Very friendly and very welcoming VTuber. Hanging out, watching her playing indie games. It's a fun time. She's great. I always like watching Call Me Kixie. So coming up, guys, like I said before, Tuesday, Trade Stock Tuesday. After that, Saturday. This might be the final battle of Odin Sphere on Saturday. So I'm working my way through, and I'm thinking we're getting close to the final battle. So make sure you tune in for that. Let's see if this is the final battle. It seems like it to me. So that'll be Saturday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. And then once again on Sunday, more Cyberpunk for February. I'm just loving all these different Cyberpunk shows. They're great. And there's no lack of Cyberpunk. You want Cyberpunk? You got a lot to choose from. There's some good ones out there. So yeah, that's happening on Sunday. And I hope to see you guys there. You're so close that if the Caldera goes, you'd get more hang time than Michael Jordan. Well, that'll get you here, won't it? You'll try and pop in between packing and loading. There you go. Yeah, that'll be cool. Well, I've had fun bringing this to you guys today, and I hope you guys had fun hanging out. A woman's going to take half the house. Travel light. Travel light. You don't need to travel so much stuff. Are you guys flying, Fabric? Are you driving? Let's see here. Oh, you're definitely driving. Okay. Well, that's good. That'll be quite the trip, though. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm just checking the map there to see. Oof. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be 10 hours, 10-hour drive, 641 miles. Woof. You are in for quite the road trip. Yeah. Wow. Oh, you're going to pass through Lethbridge, it looks like. That's where all the... It's supposed to be very windy there. You'll probably see a lot of wind farms. Hey, you've done that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you'll probably cross at Coots Crossing. Yeah, there we go. That's nothing. You drive that routinely for work? Oh, brutal. That is brutal. Yeah, man, oh man. Well, I guess if you gotta drive all over like to Buffalo or Laramie or Cheyenne or... Oh, there's Riverton. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. All right, fellas. I'm gonna wrap her up here for the day. I'm gonna go watch some anime shows. Hope you guys are too. Don't forget to tune in to CRC. He's gonna be on at noon Mountain Time here with his huge circles. You're the only large breed vet in 5 counties. Yeah. Yeah. You are in demand. Seriously. If there was a young fellow that would take over for you, they'd be busy like crazy and just rolling in the dough, I'm sure. But until you have a replacement... No problem, Fabric. Great to have you come out. It's always a fun time when you're here. Same with you, CRC. Anybody else who was listening and lurking, thanks a lot for being here. And even if you're watching on the replay, I really appreciate you. I hope to see you guys on Tuesday. If not, come by on the weekends. I'm always here. That's it for me. I've been Pop, and I am signing off.